Hello, welcome, it's great to see you. I am working on my Valentine's Day swap, and one of the things that we need to send is an embellishment box. Now I came across these in the range and I thought they were perfect. I'm going to take some bits out of this and replace with some other crafty things, but I thought it was a great base. So it's heart-shaped embellishment box, and then it's got this really pretty handle. Is that going to focus for me? Please. There we go, it's focusing on the wrong one, typical. So it's got this really pretty handle with all the bows and the hearts, and then it's just a heart-shaped embellishment box. Like I said, it comes with all these beads. I'm going to keep some of these in here and I'm going to add some different crafty bits as well. But I thought it would make a great base for the embellishment box. So I was thinking about trying to scan in the shape or take a photo and trace it on the computer or whatever, and I thought I'm probably making that far too difficult for myself. So I'm going for the old-fashioned method of tracing paper, or tracing it onto paper, sorry, I should say. Although tracing paper would actually be a good idea, I should have thought of that. So I reckon I'm just going to draw around one of these, cut it out and see how that looks. So let's give that a go. Okay, so we've got the right shape. I've written front on there so I don't mess it up, but I think it needs to be considerably smaller. So let's trim some off of this and see if we can get it the right size. Okay, I think we can make that work. So it does have, it's like flat up to here, and then it's got this little curved bit. Sorry, this is a random scrap. I could make it so it's just on the flat bit, but I think I want it to cover the outsides. Yeah, and I think that'll stick down okay with some tape or something. If you had it so it just was on the inside heart, you'd see quite a lot of the box, and I don't really want that. Okay, so this is the size that we're going for. Now I need to choose my papers. I need to be able to cut 3 of these out. I've got this paper pad from the range. It's their new Valentine's collection for this year. Don't forget to flip your template if you're doing this. This paper is double-sided, so it doesn't matter quite as much. It's the same on both sides. But definitely, if you're following along, flip your template before you trace it and cut it out again. We have 3 hearts. I probably should somehow mark that these are the backs. I don't know how I'm going to do that without messing it up. I don't know how I'm going to do that and remember. I'll flip them over for now. And we'll just have to start working on them so I can't mess it up. But this should be, I probably should test them, shouldn't I? About right for the front of our boxes. I just need to decide what I want on them. So I've got some sequin mix from the last craft that we were making. I have got a bunch of different ephemera and stuff. We could add some of that. When I was making the little cameras and TVs, I did have some offcuts. Bear with, they're just here. That I kept because I thought they were really fun shapes. I thought that was like a really fun, like postcardy type shape. So I wonder if we could use those on there somehow, maybe as like a base piece. The other thing would be a rosette. We definitely could turn them into shakers. I'm just not sure if I want the whole thing to be a shaker. Or we could stitch some details on, that might be quite cute. Let me have a think and pull some bits out and I'll come back. Yeah. I have these guys on my desk. These are the Valentine's words from Scrap Diva. I have guest designed for them, so I have got a link and a code. If you're thinking of treating yourself, I will pop that in the description for you. I'm thinking the Be Mine might be quite sweet because it's a heart. And the things inside will be yours if you're my swap partner. So yeah, I might cut the Be Mine out. I'm thinking like a glitter background and a plainer font for the actual Be Mine. Let's cut some of those out. I've cut them out. I might decide that I want them on different coloured backgrounds, to be honest, but oop, it's a start. Sorry, I've grabbed my little dot tool thing out for the dot on the mine. This is my new favourite thing. This little glue squeezer. My sister got me this for Christmas. I don't know how I lived without it. It's absolutely fabulous. And I know that the Nuvo glue dries clear, so not too worried about that. This is upside down. Handy if that was the right way up. Do the mine. I do like the Be Mine. I'm not sure about the pink and gold. I think I might have a look at my embellishments and see what else I'm going to add before I decide on these colours. I think what I'm going to do is stitch around the edge and then make a little ruffle with some tulle and some cardstock as well. I've got some different tulle, some with hearts and some just plain glitter. So I'm going to make some ruffles on my sewing machine, which is over here, and then I will come back and show you what we've done. My desk is a bit of a mess because I'm working out what to do, but I have stitched around the hearts, and then I was trying to decide between glittery red tulle or these pink hearts, but I'm thinking, you can't see it that well on camera, I might double them up. So I think it might look quite sweet to have the red behind the glittery red, sorry, behind the pink. I'm hoping that's showing you somewhat. So I've literally just taken a piece of tulle. The easiest way I find to cut it in half is to just sort of fold it up so it's less cuts. Easier to keep straight that way. Chop it in half. And then you can see the red glitter much better like that. And then open it up again. And then I think I've already done the same with my pink hearts. I'm just going to layer those on top of each other. I don't mind that they're not perfect. It will make a better ruffle. And then as I'm going through the sewing machine, just add my little pleats into it. So that might even be too thick. What I might do is stitch 2 lines down the centre so I can cut in between them if I want this a bit thinner. We have our ruffles with the double stitched line so that I can cut them in half if I want to. And then our 3 hearts. There is now red glitter on everything. I know we want to use these hearts. I'm pretty sure we're going to use Be Mine. I can't lie, I actually don't like this paper. This is, again, from that same paper pad from the range. It's not my favourite. I don't know, vintagey is just not my thing. But I think it matches these perfectly and it will go on like the lighter and the darker coloured hearts. So I'm going to work out how thick I need that. Do we add an edge before we ruffle it or do we tear the strips? I might tear them, that might look best. If I can find the correct tear guide. Sorry, I'm looking around. I've got these 2. I guess we could try this like scallopy one. I'm not sure where my torn edge one. Ah, it's right next to me. Here, this is the one that I love. This one is just like a sort of slight torn edge. I use these all of the time. These are the We Are Memory Keepers tear guides. I do now actually have an affiliate link for American Crafts, so if you do want these, I'm not sure if they're one of the things that you get a discount on, but the discount is automatically applied when you use the link. So I will pop the link in the description for you. Pretty much all of the tools I use are We Are Memory Keepers, so you should be able to find most of them over there. But if there's one that you specifically want a link for, do let me know, I can grab it for you. Shall we try? This does come with like a little water pen. I think you're supposed to go along the edge with it, and then obviously that tears much nicer when you're using like the shapes like this. We could give it a go, couldn't we? Let's see. I can't be bothered to find the water pen and mess with it, so let's just see if it works. Okay. So it's not perfect, but it absolutely does give you that like scalloped edge. That is so pretty. How big do we need it to be? Or how wide rather. That's about right, I reckon. About the width of the ruler, that's handy. And I know that if you want the torn side of the paper to show, you want to pull towards you. If you want it on this piece. I believe that's correct. Watch me get that wrong now. It definitely gives you more of a scallop on this side. Not sure why. Okay, so there's my little scalloped torn piece. And I think I want to ruffle that. Do I want to ruffle that? Sorry, I've got everything all over the desk while I'm throwing things out of the way. Do I want to ruffle this piece? I might add a couple. I sort of add one there, one there, one more over here. There we go. And then I'm just going to tear that. This piece is going to be too short to ruffle, so I'll keep that for a different embellishment. So I just need to do that a couple more times. I might, do you think I'll get away with piecing a couple of these together on the third one, or do we think I'm going to need to make a new one? I also never know how to leave the tulle at the edges. I feel like I need to tuck it under or something so it looks like it wraps around the heart. I don't know why. I always think that, and I need to get rid of these little glue strings, not glue strings, thread strings. Right, let's tear the other pieces of this and then we can start assembling our hearts. Helpfully, this is double-sided, so whereas I would usually have to waste a bit to get the little torn edge, I don't need to, I can just flip it over. This paper pad was such a good find. I think it was like, how much was it? It was no more than £10, definitely. I think it was less than 5. To get that scallop shape, it definitely helps to tear closer, like just pulling this piece doesn't seem to work as well. Whereas if you get hold of, oh, she's saying that and I'm messing it up. Let's go from this edge. There we go. I put my hot glue gun on to heat up, just cutting these to size. I'm hoping, I might have to sew a third one, but I'm hoping I can just sort of piece together the two bits that I don't need from the other two, and that will work and be enough. I'm not convinced that it's going to be quite enough. This one got stuck in the sewing machine, so now it's got this like giant ruffle, which is really messing with my design. Okay, I think I'll get away with that. Just about fits. I need to get rid of all these extra strings and then choose a ruffle for each heart. It doesn't really matter which is for which, she says, messing with them. There we go. I need to make some more of these little Be Mine pieces. I'm gonna hot glue on these. I might do this one first so that it doesn't get messed up because I know where I want it. This is part of like a Sizzix set, I think, to make shrink charms. I use it all the time when I don't want to touch hot glue. Sorry, my camera died, so I've put a new battery in. What I was saying is I was thinking about adding these onto here. I was going to remove this sticker, but I'm thinking if I only add adhesive onto that sticker, if they want to reuse this box, they can. And that might be quite nice to be able to reuse that if they want to. So I think I will just add, typical, I'm going to run out of hot glue as well. Always happens at once. Right, there we go. Show that that's on there. then I'm hoping, I can't actually open that up because they're sealed shut. They've got the tape on the side. Actually, that would be helpful because if you can't, it's not stuck down at this edge, so you can get that tape off without messing with it. Oh, and you can see from the back that it just looks like the heart sticker, so that's cute. It means you can't see any adhesive on the back there, or on the inside rather. So that's that one. Let's put together these other two. I have actually got a new glue gun, but it takes the bigger glue sticks. So I wanted to use this one up, like use all the glue sticks up that I've got before I get out the new one. I'm hoping the new one drips less. The one I've got was really good for a long while. I think it's been like left on too long at a time and all that sort of stuff. And now it definitely leaks. I waste a lot of glue. Actually need to find my third heart-shaped box. So I found them in the store and they only had one. I knew I wanted them for this swap and I'd need 3, so I went back and found, luckily, another 2. But it means that first one has disappeared off into the craft room somewhere quote unquote safe. Probably never to be found again. No, it will be found. It absolutely will be found because I need it. Putting positive vibes out there that it will be found nice and easily, she says. I also really want to change the thread in my sewing machine. I always end up just using whatever's in there, and I know I'm going to be using a lot more red and pink, so I think I want to change it to a pink colour. For the first time, me not putting things away has come in handy because they were in the original shopping bag. I put them in when I bought them. I've just realised though that I want to change some of the contents of this box, so I will have to open it. I will have to take those little sellotape bits off. I knew I wanted to add more things inside, it seems to have skipped my brain while I was designing it. I really don't want it to leave like a horrible sticky residue. It does that. If anyone knows how to get rid of that, do let me know. I've got like a glue eraser which works for some things but not really for this kind of thing. Aha, so that one will open. I want to leave some of these things inside, and I want to add some, oh gosh, throwing them everywhere, and I want to add some extra bits as well. That's the glue eraser that I've got. I wonder if it will, oh, it's just making it worse. Oh good, just what I wanted. Right, I'm going to cut the other ones because it's taken off some of the adhesive, but not as much as I'd like it to, so we need a new plan, but let's add this one on here. And then we can work out our design somehow. I'm thinking keeping them similar. I don't think you're going to be able to have them all identical. I just don't think I have 3 of everything, maybe 2, but I'm not sure that I have 3 of everything. So we have these ones which are the same but slightly different. Where's this one gone? Hiding under here. So whether to try and sort of tuck these in, that's quite nice. I would maybe do beauty so you can see it. These ones, the ruffles aren't as deep, so it's not as easy to do. So Cute does go there. Could have Love This in the middle. I'm not sure that I like that though. It does on some of them. It's this one. That ruffle is not. I should have put it upside down or something. Or I guess if I'm going to add something else, I could pop something else here so it looks like it's behind a ruffle. You would know no different. Let's add these guys on because I know I want these ones here. I might add glitter glue on the lettering. The other thing is I could do different words. So obviously that one says be mine. We do have hugs and we have love. So I could do that instead on other ones. If I did like hugs on this one, I might be able to put that lower down because obviously the word is shorter. I'm going to cut those ones out. I'm just using Gemini Mini as always. Let me cut those out and I'll come back. So because I've got the lighter pink and the darker pink, this pink I thought, I don't think this is the correct word, but this pink I thought would look better on here, same as this one. Got the darker, sorry you can't see, got the darker pink and the lighter on the heart. And then I grabbed some lighter pink because I thought that might look good on this one with the darker, like so. So that one, it still needs putting together obviously. But that one is hugs. I love these little like swirls that she's added. That does look cute on there. And then the other one was love. Although I've cut that in the wrong colour, haven't I? Love in the lighter colour. I am going to cut it out in the darker. Just depends if I want... I don't know if I like the like shortness of it. I mean, I wonder if I could do like love and hugs. That one just says hugs. That one would say love and hugs, and that one would say be mine. I don't think we've got an and. I wonder if we do from another set, or if I could just find... I've got letter stickers, haven't I? I reckon I could just find like a little ampersand to put in the middle of that one. Right, let me cut out the little word that I need. I haven't glued these together yet, but I'm thinking, I don't like this one. I think love and hugs would be cute on there. It just depends if I can find a little and. So, I can't wait until this glue is finished and I can use my little new fine tip bottle. I just really want to use this one up. I don't want to waste it. This little stand is so cool. And I love that I can add a diamond. Who wouldn't want to be able to add a diamond? So, love and hugs. The left hand's a bit shaky, it would seem. That dries clear, sorry, so I'm not that worried. That you can see it all over the glitter. The other thing that would be great for this actually, another little treat that I got from We Are Memory Keepers, is the We Are Memory Keepers sticky folio. And this has like a sheet of adhesive. I'll show you. Let's see if it works for these little words, because that would be incredible. You get this little thing, tweezers and a little squeegee. I don't know what else you'd call it. I'm going to pop it in there. So there's lots of dots left. Ooh. This might mean that I don't have to mess about with the fine glue tip rather. Ooh. Okay, it's picked it up nicely. Try and get it off without bending my word too much. I should bend the paper back really. Be way easier to do it that way, yeah. Bend the paper instead of the word, or like the sticky sheet. Let's see how well this pops onto here. Okay, that is like a tiny amount of the time. Like it's way less time than it would have taken to do glue. All of those little intricate bits. Just pushing up slightly. Super cute. That might be the way forward for those. I think that's how I'm going to do the other one as well. So let's find a little sticker. I'm not sure. I wonder if I have some on my Valentine sheets, because they tend to have a little and symbol, don't they? I guess for Valentine's-y. Let me have a look through and I'll come back to you. As predicted, it turns out finding an and is really easy in Valentine's-y stuff. So we have two options. We have this one with the little flower on there, and then we have this just plain gold one. Pull this back, it might be easier. I'm leaning towards plain gold. I could use the and, like the plus, but what do you think? Love and no, me and you seems better. I'll keep it for that. This one did say hugs and kisses, but I used the kisses. And so love and hugs. Do I want that to go above? Probably. Oop, too high again. Yeah, okay. But love there, love and hugs can go onto some foam tape. I need to get some bigger chunks of foam tape. I've got like a roll and I've got the teeny tiny ones, but I hate cutting this with my scissors, it ruins them. Although actually looking at it, I might need the small ones, mightn't I? Complaining about things I don't even need to complain about. Here we go. So I need one on this side of the H. The other side of the H doesn't need one because it's on this. Whoop. Throwing these everywhere. I really want to try out, I don't know if any of you guys already have, but the new, is it We Are Memory Keepers or American Crafts, one of those, the little dot tool. That looks incredible because I hate peeling these teeny tiny bits of tape. Not that it's the end of the world, but you know what I mean. And they've just released a new tool which looks like it would get rid of the need for that. Now I really want to try it out. Might have to order one. So there's love. My next craft actually I might get to today is to try out the, or try creating with, should I say, the button press. So I was very kindly gifted the button press, and I've got an idea in my head for something heart-shaped and Valentine's-y. But this was already on my desk, so I sat down to film that, and this was already on my desk, and I thought I should finish this. So here we are. And actually it's handy because it made me be productive, because this is for a swap, which does need to be sent. So it would be handy to have it done. Love and hugs up there. Nope, okay, it's not moving down, it's stuck. Okay, that's where it lives now then. So there's love and hugs. Just hugs again. We'll put that on some foam tape. What's going on there? I didn't stick it down. Of course I didn't. Rather than waste this bit, I always chop it up and use it as well. It works just as well. Same foam tape, same height, which is handy. And actually, there's less to peel. So you could argue it's better. And then I've just got this teeny tiny piece to use up. We'll challenge ourselves to use that, shall we? I'm sure I can find something else to put on foam tape. Do love a bit of layering. Be mine. Cute. I need to move all of these down so you can see what's going on. There we go. And then, what did we say? We said we were going to try and use, I definitely want some gems, obviously, but we were going to try and use some of these guys. I won't have an arrow along here, but it's got to be one that it doesn't cover much up. Could do this one, because because it's got the little flower. It's kind of sweet. And then this one would need an arrow. What have we got left? We've got 𝓿𝓲𝓬𝓲. Or maybe we do something different for that one. Love and hugs. What could we do on there? Add a flower. That's quite sweet. To like... maybe not. Maybe not. Oh, no, it won't go back on the sheet. Of course it won't. What do I want on here? I like this little ladybug, but I think it's going to be too big for that little spot there. Which is where I'm thinking we need something. I don't really want another heart. Maybe the flower was fine and I'm just... If I had two of them, I'd do it, because I could add one down here and one up here. And that would make me happy, but I don't think I have one. I do an awful lot of this, adding things, taking them away. What about one of these guys instead? I really want to use this little guy, but he's too big for the spot. No. So let's try maybe one of the little mini doodlebug pieces, because they're a lot smaller. Maybe one of those. Love and hugs, it says. We could go for... That little pug is absolutely adorable. Pug or... Is he a pug or a Frenchie? No, he's a pug. And then he's a Frenchie. Chocolates. They're all like the Paris-y ones. And then these are more... just like little... I don't know what these are. What are these? More male themed, I guess? Like Happy Mail? Maybe we could do the little dog. Because they are adorable. That is super sweet, yes. Let's do that little guy. Do we think that they should be on foam tape though? I think they should. Whoop, just like up a tiny bit to sit behind the word hugs, yes. Move that into the middle, that might be way easier to see. Oh, that is the sweetest little thing. Now I wish I'd added dogs to all of them. I mean, I guess I can. Or I could. That one I'm fine with being flat. That one... What do I want them on? No, I'm fine with those being flat. I just need to hot glue them on. Actually, this has got that little flower on it. I wonder if I could use that other little flower somewhere. Sweet. Although I might put it on foam tape. I'm no good at flat layering. I want everything on foam tape. I don't know why, I just do. Anyone else like that, or is that just a me thing? If I put anything down, I'm like, that would look better on foam tape. I do want to stick that side down though, because I don't think that heart is quite secure enough. There we go. Okay, so that's got this little heart. This one probably needs something else now as well. What I might do now that we've sort of got the basics down, is finish them one at a time so that you can actually see what I'm doing. That's going to be way easier, isn't it? So is there anything else probably on this sheet for this one? I think it needs... I don't think so. I think that one just needs some gems. What gems are we going for? These are my favourites. Use those on everything. Don't know that I want clear. I might go for gold. No. Don't want gold either. I've got pearls. Pearls might be the answer. We'll just open this one if we need to. I've got these little like iridescent ones as well that I quite like. Need to get these out of the way. The glare from them messes with the light on the camera, and then the camera hates me. Those are like a bluey colour. The only thing about these is I wish that I could get them in like each colour, just individually, or at least in rows of each colour, so in a rainbow but with a couple of rows of each, because I have to pull them apart each time. You up there, and you, that would be cute. Should I? Down here. I will go back and add some hot glue. I don't, do I like you up there? There's a mark on this heart that I really want to cover, but I think maybe that's the wrong gem to do it with. Maybe there instead. Okay, and then I've got big pearls. I think I more want a teeny tiny one. Could put that under the tulle. Oh, that looks nice. Let's do that. Put that one under the tulle. And then we could probably do similar up here. There we go. And then our teeny tiny pearls. That can go to cover up that mark that's bothering me. And this one can just go, oh, I don't know. Where are you gonna go? Oh, no. Okay, nope, you have chosen that spot. All right then. You live there, fine. And then maybe one down here on this little arrow. Yeah, I just need something else to go there as well, that's all. What colour do we want? Maybe I could use one of these lighter multicolour ones. Oop. Yeah, okay. That solves that. So there is box number 1 all finished. Let's finish the second one. Number 2 is hugs. This one, do we want anything extra? Maybe I could add a bow on them, on all of them. Thinking about that. Let's see. I really need to start using up some of my stash. I like this one, but I wish you didn't have blue on. I wish it was more pink. I don't think that matches anyway, unfortunately. I might go for this little pink bird. I think the little pink bird would look adorable on some foam tape there. Let's find a dot wherever my dot's gone. There we go. Super sweet. And then let's add our gems. So I think same again, I think pink. Although I could do red as well. I might not do pearls for this one. It doesn't feel pearly. I have actually got these Close Creative Cards ones, and I could grab out the pink. Oh, they do have like a pretty gold actually. These are the yellow ones, I believe. Yeah, Luscious Yellow is literally right in front of me. But I think that looks really gold to me. And then finish off with a pink, or do this like iridescent yellow. I might do the iridescent yellow. It matches quite nicely. There you go. And then there's that one finished. I'm still tempted to go back and do the Love This in glitter glue. I could do that, or I have got the Wink of Stella pens. Like this. That one's like a fine tip. And then I'm sure I've got the normal, I do, this one. Should we try? I just don't want it to move the ink because obviously this was printed just on a home printer. Well, it might work. I don't know if you can see that very well, but it looks pretty in person. Oh, cute. I don't think you can see that at all, but I promise in person the Love This is really sparkly. I wonder if I use like my phone torch whether I could show you. Can you? There you go. You can see with the torch on that the Love This is actually really shiny and sparkly. I will go back and do that to all of them, but there is our hugs version. And then last but not least, we've got Love and Hugs. This one already has our little pet on there. Do we want to add anything else to this one? Do we want to wait for me to make a decision? Not really. So let's just add gems. Let's just go for gems. Shall we do pinks on this one? So a couple of these guys, I'm going to do some red ones because we haven't used red yet. Down here by this little guy, and then up here I might even do one down here by the Love as well, maybe sort of hidden under there. Sorry, I think the packets are messing with the light again. And then I love these pink ones, so pretty. I actually really like these iridescent ones. Let's see about using some of those as well. Oop. In clusters of odd numbers as always. She says, and then I think I'm only going to put 2 down here. Of course. I need another little guy for up here. Maybe pink? Or maybe... yeah, let's pop the pink one. Let's do a bigger one and add it underneath there. Bigger pink one and pop it half underneath our little dog friend. And then I just need to add the Wink of Stella to these two. And other than me thinking about adding a bow, I did mention that, didn't I? I have got these pink bows. Got these pink bows. Not sure about that one. I can't decide, so rather than have you sit here and stare at me being indecisive, I'm not going to add bows right now. Here are our 3 finished embellishment boxes. I will be adding some different bits inside, so if you're interested in seeing exactly what's in them, do let me know in a comment and I will film that for you. I hope you have enjoyed this longer, chattier craft with me. Do let me know if you prefer these or like the sped up voiceover version. And I will be back again to craft with you very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.